I'm Celeste Slay. Here's a look at our top stories this morning. We're following some breaking news this morning. Shreveport police are looking for an armed suspect near Markham Place and Robert Street. Last night, police responded to an armed person call. Police say when they arrived, they saw a man carrying a gun. Then at some point, the man shot at the officers, hitting one of their units. The man then ran away. No injuries have been reported at this time. New this morning, the grand jury of Caddo Parish returned indictments this week. Evan Tavius Dion Williams was indicted on a charge of manslaughter. This is in connection with death of Trinity Miles. It happened on December of last year on West 69th Street. Miles was killed during an alleged domestic violence incident. This is 17-year-old Kamarian Dwayne Young. He was indicted for second-degree murder. Victor Samuels Jr. was shot and killed on Harding Avenue in September of last year. And this is Eric Wayne Sullivan Jr. He was indicted on a second-degree murder charge. This is in connection with the September 2025 death of Gerald Washington. He was shot at the intersection of Egan Street and Gilbert Avenue. In other news, the Bossier Parish Sheriff's Office confirmed one of their deputies is dead after being involved in a train crash. It happened Wednesday morning at the rail crossing on Benton and Kingston Road in Benton. The deputy in the crash has been identified as Tim Jordan, a 4-year veteran of the Bossier Parish Sheriff's Office. Jordan was working a traffic assignment when his car was hit. Preliminary information indicates Deputy Jordan may have misjudged how far his vehicle was from the oncoming train track. The Louisiana State Police are leading the investigation into this incident. And the crew of Centaur is making a major schedule change ahead of the 2026 Mardi Gras season. The crew has officially rescheduled its ball to Thursday, February 5th at the Shreveport Convention Center. I had the chance to go to their board meeting last night to discuss this date. The move creates a packed weekend for members. It's going to be so much fun. The ball is on Thursday, float loading party is Friday, and the Centaur parade rolls out on Saturday. Organizers say all tickets already purchased will be honored for the new date. The crew says more updates will be released as the weekend gets closer. And the crew of Demeter has postponed, actually it's been canceled, their parade for this Sunday in Grand Cane. We will be sending you the first alert as the crew provides more details on this. And we are expecting freezing weather to hit the Arklatex in just a few days. Remember, the roads will be very dangerous to drive on. Cities across the region are taking a variety of steps to keep the roads open for as long as they can. The Marshall Fire Department says they are prepared to sand areas across the city they find very dangerous. And if you are putting together a disaster supply kit, here's a list of some things you may need for you and your family. The kit can include water, food, a battery-powered radio, flashlights, first aid kit, and extra batteries. All right, speaking of preparing a kit, what are we expecting? I know we're talking lots of ice.
Yeah.
It could last for days.
It's the main thing.
Yeah.
Especially with ice and how long it sticks around. Once it falls, we have sub-freezing temperatures keeping that ice in place until we warm up, but that's not until next work week. It's not just going to dry out within a day, essentially. All it takes is a ½ inch of ice to basically make roads hazardous. We have more than an inch on the table across most areas of the Arklatex. We're going to go over the specific timing of it all after this.
Now, KSLA First Alert Weather.
Hey, good morning. Welcome on into your Thursday. I'm First Alert meteorologist Evan Thomason here in the Weather Center for today alone. Before we get into the First Alert Weather Day stuff with the winter storm, today alone starting off a little foggy, especially dense into Texarkana at this hour. So please be careful on the roadways now and for the I-30 corridor as there's some fog getting into Mount Pleasant, some of our southwestern Arkansas counties. It's staying mostly out of the I-20 corridor and a little bit south of there, but we'll continue to keep you first alert in case that does change. Overall, it's a cloudy but dry day here for your Thursday. One full day before everything arrives, starting tomorrow night. But keep in mind, look at the snapshot, 11 p.m. on Friday. This is the first alert weather days because the mixed precip is starting to come in the Arklatex. Even then, it doesn't affect, it only affects areas along and north of the I-30 corridor for Friday night. The rest of us are just dealing with rain. And essentially, again, this doesn't start until Friday night. So work and school day tomorrow, still fine, should be still good to go. It's mainly tracking out that line of mixed precipitation, the sleet, the freezing rain, the ice. It's going to slowly but surely track southward as more and more cold air continues to get piled in and goes farther southward through the weekend. By Saturday morning, this now goes in between areas of I-20 and I-30. This will definitely cross over Shreveport somewhere around the middle of the day on Saturday, it looks like at this point in time. Certainly by Saturday night, includes the entirety of the I-20 corridor. It's nothing but rain all the way through Saturday night for areas of Natchitoches and Nacogdoches, but even they will catch in on the mixed precip on the very tail end of the system, which comes through Sunday morning, even giving us the briefest chance of maybe a little snow at the very end of the system coming on in there for your Sunday morning before we're all done by midday Sunday. Even then, again, cold temperatures are going to be in place up through Monday. That's going to limit how much of that mixed precip we can melt away until we actually get next week going. First alert, check to your traffic now. Heading on into First Bossier, starting to find a little delay at this hour on the I-20 construction zone. Stop and go traffic right before Industrial Boulevard. This is going westbound. Eastbound, doing mostly fine. Maybe a little delay before Airline Drive. A little tiny delay starting to show up on Airline Drive, Benton Road, right near I-220 at this hour. Jimmy Davis Bridge, little tiny backups in both directions there. Watch out for that as that backup is starting to build, especially right along the Burt Coons Industrial Loop, right by LA 3132. A couple of our LA 132 intersections showing a little delays at this hour, right by Line Avenue as well. Lastly, Texarkana, mostly flowing along smooth, but again, the fog is thick in this area, so please be careful on your commutes out and around there. Coming up, we're giving you First Alert all about plenty more details surrounding that winter storm here for this weekend. We'll have more about that in a future forecast ahead.
All right, Southern University's Human Jukebox is set to perform at this year's Senior Bowl. The game is happening on January 31st in Mobile, Alabama. The Human Jukebox was named ESPN's Band of the Year in 2025, and they are expected to be featured throughout the game, which showcases NFL hopefuls and college football players from across the country. How cool.
Pretty cool.
I love that.
Yeah, Senior Bowl. It's like the last little hurrah for seniors, like right before the NFL draft, next step into their career, but most importantly for the band itself. So Band of the Year.
That's pretty
really
cool.
Cool.
That's pretty cool. We'll have to probably watch it.
Yeah, oh, definitely. They are a sight to see. Well, you can stay connected with us right here on the KSLA News 12 app. And join us right here for our next newscast. That'll be at 9 a.m. We'll have updates from the Homeland Security meeting on the winter storm. And right after that at 10:30, we'll have your full First Alert weather breakdown. We are talking all about the winter storm. I will be your host here for the day today.
And later this morning at 11 o'clock, we will stream a news conference from the Shreveport Police Department. They plan to share an update on the department's improvement on safety and criminal activity in the city. Don't forget, you can also watch KSLA News 12 at noon right here on KSLA News 12 Now. And this afternoon, Governor Jeff Landry will talk about the severe winter